Are you watching or have you been watching the Karen Read trial? The jury is now out for deliberations and a verdict. We are now on verdict watch. Let's see if the cards will tell us what exactly is going to happen. Now, first of all, I'm going to say a disclaimer. What I come up here is the opinion of what I have through the card reading and in no way can be misconstrued as legal fact. Okay, so now we're going to get started. And if you are a reader, like many I see who are, you may be interested in this because this is getting pretty involved and pretty intense. And let's see what we think the verdict is going to be. Now, I want you to leave me in the comments. Do you think that Karen Read was responsible for her police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, for the, unaliving with a vehicle? Or do you think that she's totally innocent? Let me know in the comments because I think this is really, really important. There's a lot of moving parts in this case, and that's why I'm bringing this to you. Rarely I do these, but I'm going to say this is important. Okay, cutting the cards, and let's see. We are asking if we can have an indication of what the verdict is going to be in the Karen Read case. Here we go. Getting very interesting. And lots of pentacles. That right there. That is a judge card. Okay, we're going to keep going. I'm going to tell you something. Based on what I'm seeing here, the reason I believe all these pentacles are coming out is because look at her defense team. It is very expensive. This defense team is very experienced, and especially with that gentleman, Alan Jackson. He's very well known. I'll let you look him up. But I'm going to say this, what I think. There are a lot of memories. There are a lot of things that Karen Read is going through right now. It looks as though she's going to be able to move forward and go forward based on what the jury will be finding. I believe there will be an acquittal on the murder. Now, I also think that they may give her something, and it may be the driving while intoxicated. I don't know what they call it in mass, but she's got a big, long road ahead of her. Now, not only has this cost her money, but I'm also going to say that there's an offer of money coming to her. And I do believe that these two attorneys will be advising her on what's happening and what's going on. Now, I want to confirm what I've got going on here. I've got another tarot deck, and I want to confirm this. So we're going to shuffle, just give a couple of shuffles here. I've already shuffled really well off camera. I know sometimes watching shuffling is like watching paint dry, right? Okay, so here we go. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Six of Cups. We're going to keep going. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Two of Pentacles. And we've got the Two of Cups. Now, once again, my indication here is she will get an acquittal on the murder charge. But I do believe they may give her something on the lesser charge. Now, what's going to happen? Definitely, I feel that people are going to be divided in this, especially some of the families in Canton, Massachusetts, will be divided. But it looks like, I'm going to say, I think Karen Read will consider moving, if not relocating. she's got another legal fight ahead of her. So after this one is coming about, and I believe after an acquittal, there will be something more come down the pike, and I believe it could be from family, it could be some of the witnesses. I'm not a legal expert, I can't tell you, but that's the indication that it is going. This has definitely stirred up a lot of memories, but I've got to tell you this. You see this here. This is new memories. And I think the memories that she had, she felt were one way. But you see, I want to point something out. Do you see this little face and this hair of this little gal here? That can mean that there's two sides to every story. Look at this fellow, he is walking away, and I think that there are some who know the truth and who have decided not to come forward. That's for a different time and a different day. This Wheel of Fortune, this can be a very dark card, but it can also be a very good card. This card means that there's definitely a different perspective on this. We've got two planes of well, thought planes of, is she guilty or is she innocent? This is telling us that there is a deeper level. Now, while things have not looked very good for her, I do believe the Wheel of Fortune is turning back up again, in which she will be vindicated on the murder charges. Definitely, she's waiting for this verdict and the ship to come in, and she's juggling what to be doing. Now, she's very confident of her innocence, and I feel that she's very confident of the verdict, but also she has to think of what happens. But with this two of Cups, there's something interesting here that I want to point out to you. Do you see this? These are the two medical snakes. You know what they use in the medical symbols many times, especially in the USA. I feel there were two medical witnesses that came forward, and you cannot refute their testimony. I believe it was in the last couple of days. These are the two. This is a reconciliation of the facts. They were medical, and they had power, wisdom, divine wisdom, experience over many of the previous witnesses. Now, I'm not biased. I'm all for justice. If she's done something and the evidence is there, okay. But if she's not done anything and the evidence is not there, well, then the jury needs to know, and they do know what they need to do. So that's a very interesting thing. One more. Let's get out the cartomancy. This really can tell us what is happening for Miss Reed. What are we going to put here? Okay. 8 of Diamonds, 8 of Hearts. Look at the 8s. Look at the 8s. This is all timing, and this is Miss Reed. I'm going to say this. How many days was this trial? I think 30 or 31 days. I think that the 8s are definitely something to be considered, because there's an indication here that there was a gamble. And I think the gamble was on the evidence and not for the defense, but for the state. That's very evident. I do believe that there is a definite process. It's amazing how these come out, right? But I think on day 16, this trial started taking a turn. And that's exactly what it looks like. And on day 24, it was really starting to take a turn. And it does look like it's turning in Karen Reed's favor. I would like to pull one more card from this vintage tarot before we leave today and just get a final message. We'd like a final message, please, angels, guides, and spirits, on Miss Karen Reed and the verdict for today. Let me see. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll. Oh boy. Yes, my darlings, it's the Eight of Cups. She is going to be able to walk away from this trial. What is she walking toward? This is the Eight of Cups. You see all eights are lined up, so all the evidence is lined up. There's number 9 is missing. What is number 9? Well, that's the yes card. The wish fulfilled, the dreams come true, and it's missing. So she's walking towards this 9 of Cups. Believe me, my friends, she's not done yet. And I believe there will be some things that she does as well to vindicate herself after this is over. So I want to thank you so much for watching. And again, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion based on the cards that I have here. And of course, anything can happen. We know that. I just want you to take a minute, breathe a prayer for the families. Both sides are affected, and especially for John O'Keefe. Will he ever be vindicated? That's what I'm praying for. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments where you stand. And are you a reader fan? Okay, so again, my name is Zelda Kelly. Come on over, see me. Please subscribe, follow me, and I'm going to start bringing more of these to you. Thanks again, and I wish you well. And may John O'Keefe rest in peace. Bye for now.